Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There are three components of our experiences. One is the world of experience, what we experience. It is a matter. Like the trees, the plants, the animals, the cities, the society. This is the world we experience. Second is the experiences of the world. In the same place, some people are happy. In the same place, some people are miserable. Some people are happy because they are not married. Some people are happy because they are married. Next, I will not say. There was a husband to be married soon. He was not yet married. So his father told him, "My dear son, congratulations on the happiest day of your life." The son said, "Dad, you have forgotten. My marriage is tomorrow, not today." He said, "That is what I am telling you." So the second part of our life is how we experience the life. And the experience of the life depends on how we interact in life. And the third is who is experiencing life. So these are the three components. The world that we experience, the experiences that we gather, and the one who is going through all these experiences. So initially, we all focus our attention only on the world, and our whole life is spent only on the things around us. And as a result, we keep on accumulating the things, collecting the things, and that becomes the mainstay of our life. Now, the life slowly grows. Child becomes a teenager, teenager becomes a middle age, etc. Their whole life has been only spent in accumulating, collecting the things one after another. Then slowly our attention takes a shift. The shift is when something happens in our day-to-day experiences. I never expected this. How come this happened to me? Then we start re-evaluating our life. Upanishad says, "Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayat na asti akritaha kritena." When we re-evaluate our life, what we have achieved till date, then there is a big question mark or a big vacuum. Really, we have spent so many years. What have we achieved? So we then enter into the second part of our life, and that is the various experiences that we have gathered. See? And after having come over here, now our whole life is only a balancing act between the world and our experiences. And from those experiences, those people who have learned, they have grown wise. And those who have not learned from those experiences, they have grown old and otherwise. These grown, otherwise people have a typical symptom. Like, we are in doctor's house. When we go to the doctor, we don't tell them, Doctor Sahab, I am having this disease, unless you are Indian. Indians go to the doctor and tell the doctor, Doctor Sahab, ek injection laga lo. They go on telling. But normally, when we go to the doctor, we tell the symptoms. These are my symptoms. On the basis of those symptoms, the doctor arrives at the conclusion that this may be the cause, and then treatment is given. In the same manner, all the experiences that we have gathered, what kind of symptoms we have? Have we discovered fulfillment? Or we are wanting more and more, more and more? We have been constantly struggling. Is life only a struggle? See? From here, slowly we become contemplative. See? And then our real life starts. See? Therefore, those who come for my satsang, I tell them in clear terms, this is not a hospital. Hospitals, you will see maximum number of people go. And nobody is invited by the hospital. Please come, have a cup of tea. No. And yet there is a maximum crowd. Now who goes to the hospital? All unhealthy fellows. See? Maximum crowds. Then in the second place, you will see people gather in the places of worship. Temples, holy places. There also you get huge crowd. Those satsang where tabla peti is the brand, where crying is the foundation, where fulfillment of desire is the goal. See? There you will see a lot and lot of people going. See? Maharaji, there is some pain in my back. I had tried all the doctors, I could not get. The Maharaj gives one kick and, oh, Kikananda Maharaj, he has done wonderful. A big crowd. See? So, first unhealthy. Second, we want to fulfill our desires. Swamiji, we did not have any child, but after we met you, you gave me a fruit and a child was born. So what should we name him? Okay, what fruit I gave you? Swamiji, you gave me banana. So name him banana. You will see such places, huge crowds. But go to the third place. The gyms. There will be so many those machines, treadmills, and 30 of them, not even 3 people. And all machines are waiting. Koi to aao. At least somebody should come. Nobody goes. Exactly the same way, I do not expect crowds in my satsang. Till such time we want. There is no end to it. See? We have to learn to draw a line. Thus far, not further. But our whole life goes only in this, again and again, more and more. And as a result, our personality is crystallized into Mr. Somebody. See? Therefore, if we have to live our life, we must have some fundamentals clear in our life. And the fundamentals are nothing but evaluate our own notions about the world, our notions about ourselves, who am I, the notion about the spiritual practice, the notion about God realization, these are the areas where we are required to invest our thinking. Therefore, how do we live our life? So the first step is evaluate your own notions. The notion about the world. See? So, the notion about the world that we have for the frustrated people, why the world is so terrible, why God has created this world, दुनिया बनाने वाले काहे को दुनिया बनाए तुमको परेशान करने के लिए, no other purpose. Constantly complaining about the world. So you find out, what is this world we talk about? What is this world? Are the five elements a problem for us? Are the five sense organs a problem for us? If our eyes are open and we can see, one patient went to a doctor and said, Doctor Sahab, I have good healthy hunger, I have got good sleep, I don't worry, my all norms are absolutely perfect. What is the reason? So doctor said, you are suffering from vitamin C, SHE. After you get it, your norms will be all right. So this world and the world which we come in contact with, the various faculties, there is no problem. Where is the problem? See? Therefore, the first thing about the world when we say, which world is troubling us? So here the teacher tells, first of all, you find out what is the world. See? The world has, don't worry. So, if anybody's phone rings again, what can I do? Let it ring. How to close the switch off the phone if you don't know? I need it. Give it to me.
It's not his fault.
No, it's the phone's fault. And the phone has gone to him.
Self-talking phone.
No, the phone has gone to him. Therefore, when you look at this world, we come to know everything it has a cause. What is the cause of something? And when we are able to establish the cause, then we can correct it. And the cause is reached by studying the effects. So what is this world? In this world, everything is constantly changing. So if this is the world, accept it. Where is the problem? No, I am not hearing now. See, it is your own choice. Don't get nervous, Amma, never mind. No, you are right. We are wrong. You are perfectly right. So, this is how the world is. Isn't it? The world will not behave the way we want. We have to behave, interact with the world in such a manner that we are not disturbed. The first principle to deal with the world. See? But what happens? We have some defined understanding about the world. World should be good. Why it should be good? Where the bad will go? There should be only peace. Then go to the graveyard. that place where there is no noise and chaos, it is a graveyard. There has to be chaos. There has to be confusion. Then there is fun in life. See? Therefore, the first thing about the world, we have to change our notion that this world is too much. No, this world is perfect. And not only that, we are also placed perfectly in the right place. But our problem is, like I told, we go to the doctor, Doctor Saab, when my eyes are open, I can see everything. It's not a problem. When my ears are open, I can hear everything. It's not a problem. But these yoga people, they will make you miserable. Chitta vritti nirodha yogaha. There should not be thoughts in the mind. And whole life they spend. After that chitta vritti nirodha, and their effort is like the spilled mercury on a marble floor, they try to lift it with their fingers. And the only thing is, whenever I sit for meditation, no, the thoughts come in the mind. What should I do? Are Baba, thoughts will come in the mind. Should they come in the nose, you can blow them out or what? Thoughts are bound to come in the mind. Why do you fight? See, whenever we understand the basics of world, the world has been always like this. There is nothing new in this world. Like many people have got this funny thing. When they come to us, they suddenly become concerned about the whole universe. Swamiji, you are a Krishna Bhakta. I said, any objection or what? No. Bhagwan said, he will be taking avatar. Yada yada hi dharmasya. When he is going to take avatar? I said, a lot of time. There is no hurry. No, but this is the worst time in the history of humanity. Big, big words. I said, okay, let us think. Earlier the world was not bad. I don't think. Never mind. Afterwards the world will not be very bad. How it can be worse than today? Very good. Earlier you were there? No. Later you will be there? No. Now the world is bad because you are there. You disappear. The world is beautiful. See, friends. So the first technique of leading our life is stop complaining about the world. First technique. But what happens with us? Husband complains about the wife complains about the husband, the parents complain about the children complain about the parents. Children say, Swamiji, why my parents are outdated? It's a manufacturer's defect. Can't do anything. Similarly, the parents have the same problem. Swamiji, back home, the standard phrase I hear here. Back home, we used to listen to our parents, we used to respect them. But these days our children don't listen to us, don't respect us. What is the reason? The reason is we were lucky to have good parents. Our parents, our children are most unfortunate to have dumb parents like us. Stop complaining. See? Therefore, our notion that this world is not good is completely wrong. Therefore, Bhagwan says, Narupamasseha tathopalabhyate. This world is not like what we think when we start properly inquiring. When the world was not like this, every time the same thing. See? In Satyayuga, there used to be Hiranyakashapu, Hiranyaksha, Rakshasas. Then in Treta Yuga, there used to be Ravan, Kumbhakarna, all Rakshasas. Then in Dwapar Yuga, there used to be Duryodhan, Dushasan, Dhritarashtra. In Kali Yuga, we are all there. What is new? This world has always been like this. There is nothing new in this world. See,
That's why we have a lot of fun.
therefore, it is necessary for us to change our understanding about the world. Friends, it is in the same world. It is in the same political turmoil, the economic crunch, the wars, the earthquakes, the fires. During the same period, all the great masters also lived. When Vivekananda lived in this world, that time everywhere there was peace or what? And how long he lived? 125 years. And his productive lifespan was not even 20 years. But see how he lived. And we get lost. Do yoga, be healthy, and live long. For what? What is the purpose? There was one victim of our Ramdev Baba. And he did lot of yoga pranayam. And therefore he lived for 125 years. But even then he has to die. He died. And he went to the Swargalok. When he went there, he saw there all beautiful apsaras. You know, in India, the officers are called as apsar. So all the apsaras were there. And he was regretting, oh God, why did I delay? I come early. What will he do living long life? See, friends, all time goes only in this. Therefore, we have to have a limit. This much, not beyond it. And how to do this? So, first accept this world is beautiful and we are in this world as a traveler. There was a Babaji and he was sitting in his room, ordinary simple room, and one person entered his room and he saw there is nothing. Only he was sitting near the wall. So the moment he entered, he asked, Sir, what is this? You have nothing here in this room? He said, forget about me. Where is your luggage? He said, no, I am just a traveler here. Therefore, I don't have all the luggage. He said, same way, I am also a traveler in this world. See? But we imagine so many things, so many things. Therefore, if we are interacting in the world, interact in such a manner that don't collect garbage. Give it a try. World is not what we think. World is what we have created. Take an example. A girl. Girl is created by God. Now that girl is never a problem. But out of that one girl, three things are created. The father creates a daughter. The husband creates a wife. And the son creates a mother. And who is having problem? Not the lady, not the girl. But it is the daughter, it is the wife, and it is the mother. So in God's creation, there is no problem. It is our creation that is creating problem. See, friends. Therefore, narupamasseha tathopalabhyate. This world is not what we think. This world has always been like this. There is nothing new in this world. First step about the world. Then the second step comes, when we are living in this world, most of us get lost in living spiritual life. But we are, by mistake, instead of living a spiritual life, we lead a religious life. or we lead a life of upasana. Religious life is that life when we take this world as real and then we have to follow the laws of the world. See, if you are in America, if you are in India, you cannot say in America, I am from India, I will drive you on the left side. No. Here you have to drive the way it is here. So till such time we take this world as real, you have to follow the do's and don'ts. Therefore, when we are leading our day-to-day life, we should not take anything for granted. Follow the rules and regulation. If I am a husband, follow the rules how to deal with the wife. Not your own way. People ask us this also, Swamiji, how to deal with the wife. Say, you are asking the wrong number. No, you know everything. I said, okay. There is a Maha mantra in one sutra, Griha Sutra. Mantra is, when the wife is talking, husband should not talk. And when she is quiet, husband should keep shut. There will be peace. So we all have to play different roles in life. Play every role as per requirement. Then there will not be any problem. But what happens? See, other people's wives are so good. Why my wife is like that? The grass on the other side of the fence is always green. See, friends, we get in this world what we deserve. Stop complaining about the world. World is beautiful. Again and again, repeat yourself. Narupamasseha tathopalabhyate. What we think, the world is terrible, miserable, bad. No. The world is most beautiful. But when we don't accept it, then we start to want to improve the world, improve the society. And then we want to make everybody happy in this world. I want to make everybody happy. Such people get into social work. And who are the social workers? Those who have utterly failed in their personal life, as a result of which they want to take revenge on the society. Therefore, they become the social workers. If you take care of your own family, the world is most beautiful. See? And the social workers, what they do? They impose their views on others as a social service. Suppose I am a teetotaler. Why suppose I am? Teetotaler means, I take only tea without sugar and milk. So, if I am a teetotaler, what will be my social service? Nobody should drink. Nasha bandi. If I am a non-smoker, social work will be stop smoking. Work only on that. If I am studying Gita, social work will be everybody should study Gita. See, friends, all the social work is nothing but imposition of our views on others. That is not the right way. About this, I will tell you an example. Once I was traveling from Allahabad to Howrah, many years before. That time I was pretty young. And those days, the flights, etc. was not very much. So we used to go by train. So maximum comfort was 3-tier reservation. So my friend gave me the ticket and somehow in a running train only I could get in. It was so late. So after I got in, then the TT came. I showed him the ticket. He looked at me. Get down in the next station. I said, why? This is not ticket or what? He said, no, this is no reservation. It's just ordinary ticket. You go other compartment or get down. I said, my God, what to do now? Very frustrated. Then I was sitting near the toilets in the train and with my suitcase in my hand. After some time, Again that person came, Titi, you are not getting out, should I throw you out or what? Then I started talking to him in English. And when I spoke to him in English, UP का भैया और English से पाला पड़ा. He could not understand nothing. ठीक है. He did not say anything further because he didn't know what I said and what he should say. So he said, ठीक है. That day I realized, अंग्रेजी मैया की जय. राष्ट्रभाषा झगड़ा करने के लिए, अंग्रेजी काम निकलवाने के लिए. So after that was over, then the train continued, and there was one person sitting in the lower berth, and all others have taken position, but he was sitting, and nobody could dare say anything to a very strong person with a nice bottle in his hand and another bottle and a glass. He looked at me, he said, hey Babaji, how long will you stand there? I said, till Howrah comes. He said, no, you should not stand. I said, okay. Then I said, no, not there, come and sit here. I said, all right. I sat next to him. And he started liquid spirituality. And as the train was going lullaby, he was losing little bit of balance. So I said, sir, wait a minute, I'll help you. So I took the bottle, poured it and gave it to him. All other passengers, Babaji bhi waise lagta hai. So after some time, the medicine started working and he entered the Samadhi state. And in the Samadhi, his head was towards the window and his Charan Kamal, where in my God Kamal. At least he gave me a place to sit down. 7-8 hours gone, then the direct effect came. So he got up, he went, he said, how long will you sit? I said, till I reach there. No, you should not sit. Then I stood up. He said, no, now you sleep, I will sit down. Then I slept in his lap. And after we reached Howrah, so many people came with the garland, the Indian style. So came with the garland and everything. And then he said, hey, you are a big Babaji. I said, no. Remember one principle. Those who give respect, they are greater than those who receive respect. First principle of life. When we respect anyone, we are benefited. See? So when I told him like this, I said, no, I am not great. These people are great. They are respecting me. He said, I don't know what you are telling, but you are great. So I kept quiet. We should not argue with the spiritual people. So I kept quiet. Then he said, I want to give you. And those days, no 500 notes, 100 rupees maximum. So he took out one bundle and gave it to me. I said, I don't want. I got everything. Please don't give me. He said, no, I want to give you. I said, I will not take it. I don't want it. Then he said, I am giving you because, then he told, everybody whosoever knows me have only advised me, don't drink. You have not made a single mention about my drinking. On the contrary, you helped me. You did not insult me. You did not treat me with disgust. You treated me with equal respect. And then he said, now I tell you one thing. Yes, sir. He said, from today onwards, I give up drinking. And he said, now this money, what I should do, you tell me. I said, see, there are 3 types of students. Those who are extremely intelligent, they get scholarship. Those who are scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, they get government support. Those who are fitting in no category, they are the most miserable children. Take care of those children. Whatever number you can do, 1, 2, 3, do them. See? So if we change our approach to life, instead of complaining, we complain immediately, why this person is smoking, why this person is drinking, pull the chain. That is not the way to lead life. See? But that is American style. Immediately phone 911. And we were in Miami. In the morning we went for boating. So in front of our friend's house, he told, you can keep the car over there in front in our driveway and go. Kept the car and went and had a nice running for about an hour or two. And we came back, car was gone. So where the car has gone, and then we phoned. Then they said it must have been towed. So we went to the towing people and paid $300 and got our car back. Why? No, they have complained. Somebody has illegally parked the car in front of our house. If we start reacting like this, life becomes miserable. Treat the world with love, not with rules and regulations. When this approach is taken, then you will see everything changes around us. Our atmosphere changes inside, outside. Therefore, when we take this world, everything happens exactly what is required for us. In the morning class I was telling, when there is a tooth pain, it is not given to trouble us. It is to remind us, hey, something is wrong, take care. If we get hurt, somebody tells us something and we are hurt, don't get hurt and become miserable. Find out who is getting hurt, why he got hurt. Then you'll come to know we had a lot of expectations. Another important principle to deal with the world. Write off your rights. We have no right on anybody in this world. This is the principle with which I am moving this world. No right. And when we write off our right right away, then only you can lead a right kind of life. And if you don't write off your rights, they will perform your rights right now when you are still alive. See, life becomes beautiful. So, the world is not what we think. The world is how we deal with the world. Now, when we want to respect and revere somebody, what should be the criteria? See? There are 4 types of approaches to look at the world. First approach, respect somebody when somebody is elder than us by age. Doesn't matter who he or she is. Anybody who is elder than us deserves respect. Second thing, anybody who is richer than us, wealthier than us, respect him or her. Normally what happens? We start becoming jealous. I know how they got the money. Arey yaar, Lakshmi has gone to him. She has not come to you because you are good for nothing. See, let us not be jealous and evaluate the people. We have no business. Then the third people are those who are leader type. We condemn the politicians but try to become a politician. It is not everybody's bite. See? They are the great people. They are condemned legally. They are sent into the jail. They are doing everything. Yet they have got confidence. बाहर आकर के फिर election लड़ेंगे. Can you try that? See? And the fourth one, those who are the most insignificant people. Everybody if we respect. And this respectful attitude will change our inner atmosphere. Yo yashraddaha sa eva saha, Bhagwan Gita says. Whatever is the atmosphere of mind, according to that, the life is lived. Therefore, this respectful attitude towards everything, how it helps. When I was talking about this principle, what they said, there was, don't worry about it, relax wherever you are. Yes, you are very beautiful. So, when I finished one of my talks, there was one doctor. She was the professor of radiology in Delhi University. So she told me, Swamiji, this happened on the way to Badrinath. Swamiji, you tell when others respect, they are benefited, and the one who receives the respect is not benefited. How can you understand this principle? I said, when the right time comes, I'll tell you. And we were going to Badrinath, and half we stood there having a cup of tea. In India, there are devotees everywhere. Whenever they see a person like us, they come and do namaskar. They don't check the credentials. It is not American approach. It's an Indian approach. Even if there is this colored stone, they will do namaskar. Forget about human being. So, one lady came, did namaskar. Second came, did namaskar. Third came, did namaskar. Again, she said, now see, they are doing namaskar. Who is benefited? They are benefited or you are benefited? What is your experience now? She was after me. Then I said, okay, Mama, hold my cup of tea. She held. And that lady, next lady, I said, hey, stop for a moment. Then I said, she is my mother. And I touched her feet. I said, if you do namaskar to me, you get 1 kilogram of merit, punya. If you touch the feet of my mother, you get 1 ton. Now decide. There also investment. Immediately, the direction changed. Next onward, all the ladies, they were doing namaskar to her. I took my cup of tea and went away. And she was nailed. Now she can't go anywhere. And when we had to go, I was avoiding, running away from her. And finally she called, Swamiji, you are nasty. Why did you do like that? I said, Mama, don't get angry. You asked me the question, how one feels when we receive the respect, how they are benefited and we are not benefited. You got the answer. See, the one who receives the respect is not benefited. Because giving respect is happening where? In the person who is giving the respect. Not the one who is receiving the respect. If you start receiving respect, I guarantee you, you will be miserable in life. How? One place you will get respect. Second place you will not get. Then frustration. These people here don't know even how to respect elders. अरे लंबा हुआ तो क्या हुआ जैसे पेड़ खजूरा. All the elderly people, when they demand respect, they don't command. See? Therefore, this is a very simple, straight principle. When we lead our life in this world with a reverential attitude, now to have the reverence, we have to have some criteria. So this is the criteria. Find out something great in everyone. Everyone has something or the other great. There is a shloka which tells that there is not a single plant which doesn't have the medicinal value, at least one medicinal value. There is not a single word which doesn't have the mantra shakti. You know, about this I'll tell you one small story. There was a great Mahatma in Chidawa near Pilani in Rajasthan. Because of his blessing, G.D. Birla became G.D. Birla. He was such a great Mahatma. And his mantra was very peculiar. He is called also there by that name only. Da, da, da. He is called Da Mahatma. Now what is the da, da, da? He used to simply do da, da continuously. See, there is not a single letter in this world which doesn't have the mantra shakti. And the third, there is not a single person in this world who doesn't have at least one good quality. Prayukta tatra durlavaha. But we are not able to seek discover this. So what is that one common factor which will help us to respect everybody? That common factor is see divinity in everyone. Anyone who comes in our life is in a disguise of that person the Lord has come to us. Practice it. And this practice we have to begin. And in this manner, when we are interacting with the same world, when our attitude changes inside, our experiences will start changing. And when experiences start changing, we will remain at peace with ourselves, and such a person alone can learn from one's life. Next step I am telling you. One of the most important things. Real spiritual life begins when we are able to learn from our own experiences. Don't go in search of guru hunting here and there. Once somebody came from USA and he told me, Swamiji, I got no time, I got only hardly 10 days and I have come here to find out a guru because they say, Bina Guru Gyan kahan se hove, therefore I have come here. So kindly tell me where Guru is available. I said, there are many Guru malls in all the holy places. Badrinath, Kedarnath, then Haridwar, Rishikesh, Vrindavan, everywhere there are many Guru malls and you can get, according to your pocket, whatever kind of Guru you want. Don't go for Guru shopping. See, be attentive. Guru is our ability to learn from every passing experience of life. Every experience is our Guru. Guru cannot teach you anything. You have to learn. In Upanishad, this clearly comes. The student approaches the Guru, don't play. The student approaches a Guru and says, Adihi Bhagwan Brahma Vidyam Varishtan, hey Bhagwan Guru Maharaj, kindly teach me Brahma Vidya. Guru Maharaj says, Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga Davaihi, you learn, I cannot teach you. Nothing can be taught in this world. There was a very good family friend, husband, wife and a small baby. And we were somewhere in a swimming pool. So I know swimming, his wife knew swimming, and a small child, hardly not even 1 year. So with that child also we were inside the pool. And the child could learn very quickly. And that man, he could not learn. So we all three were making fun of him. Come on, it is so simple. But he just could not learn. Water is the same. Instructions are the same. Therefore, the principle is, you cannot be taught. You have to learn. Then who is our Guru? Guru is, every experience is our Guru. Be attentive. For that, we have to find out what we have done till date. So we will come to know we have been struggling to fulfill our desires, one after another. When you are children, this thing I want, after a few days that becomes old. Then after some time, the second thing becomes, we want new. And in this way, throughout life, we have been doing only one thing, fulfill the desires. But we have not learned. Fulfillment of desires does not lead to fulfillment in life. Therefore, let us start doing experiments on ourselves. And experiments are learn from the world. Then we will come to know that when, for example, I take a cup of tea early morning, 4 o'clock. So all the people are as usual sleeping. So I get up in whichever house I am, they now all know me. So they keep everything ready. So I get up in the morning, prepare a cup of tea, take my cup of tea, and then I sit in the Lord's lap. So when I don't get a cup of tea, my mind is disturbed. Tea, 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 constantly disturbed. And when I take a cup of tea, the mind is, aha, Brahmanandam Paramasukadam. And my conclusion is, the happiness has come from tea. It is here where we go wrong. See, I am telling you something very subtle, be attentive. Before I got a cup of tea, mind is disturbed. When I get a cup of tea, mind is quiet. So, what is the source of happiness? Quiet mind or a cup of tea? If the mind can be kept quiet, independent of cup of tea, I have discovered the key of happiness. Therefore, how to lead life happily is this understanding that we have given importance to something. We have become slave to something. And as a result of which, we are constantly seeking something. Stop seeking happiness in life. Stop that. Then, instead of that, start expressing happiness in life. Is the difference? Like, everything that we do in our life is only for getting happiness. Or whatever we don't do in life, that is also for getting happiness. One person drinks for getting happiness. The other person doesn't drink for getting happiness. One person runs in the morning to reach nowhere and comes back home for happiness. The other person keeps on sleeping like a pig up to 10 o'clock. That is also for happiness. In short, every activity of involvement or withdrawal is aimed at getting happiness. Stop this wrong approach in life. Then discover happiness. Don't seek happiness. And the discovery will tell you that disturbed mind is misery and undisturbed mind is happiness. How simple it is. So when we are leading in our life day to day, our attention should be, before we take up anything, during the execution of that job, after the job is over, under all the three conditions, the quality of undisturbed mind should not be compromised. This is our approach. You must have seen, Babaji is like us. Suppose somebody comes late, they become so angry. You must have seen. But if our approach is this, why should I get disturbed because of others? My rules are very simple. Try those rules. Those who become miserable because of others, they are the fools of the highest order. Why should I become miserable because of you? You continue to be as you are. I don't care. See? But we are wanting to improve the world, improve the society. अपना तो सत्यानाश कर लिया दुनिया का. Never do that. Because when we are disturbed, nobody is respecting us. Keep yourself cool. And when you start remaining cool, you will see wit and wisdom start sprouting out of you in every event. For example, I'll tell you. It has happened in India. There is one place where I go for lectures. It is like a spiritual multiplex. Like you have got a multiplex, various cinemas are going on, 3-4 theaters in one building. There also, in one place Bhagwan, in other place Vedanta, third place homeopathy, and fourth place yoga. Everything simultaneously goes on. So, when we went there, I used to go there regularly for my talk. One day, it so happened, they told me, the watchman, Swamiji, today your lectures are on the ground floor. I said, all right. So I was going there. The trustees came and said, Swamiji, why are you going there? I said, cinema dekhne ke liye. He said, no, your lectures are on the 5th floor. How come you go there? I said, your watchman told me. No, who is he? I said, he is the watchman. Relax. No argument. He said, no, you should not go there. And everything he has dismantled. The TV cameras have come, people were sitting. I want just to go and sit and start a lecture. It became a prestige issue. So I said, okay, where we should go? We should go on the 5th floor. I said, okay. So I took a glass to drink water. No, upar piyo. See how one can get crazy. And then by the time everything was done, I went to one room and I told that person, hey, get me a cup of tea till the things are settled. So he got me a cup of tea. One gentleman came, he said, Swamiji, how they are treating? Is this the way to treat to the Mahatmas? I said, what is wrong? No, but this is not, they should not disturb like this. Are you not disturbed? I said, no, I am not disturbed. He said, how come you are not disturbed? I said, reason is very simple. Is it that the people, when they are sitting on the ground floor, they were listening, and when they come on the 5th floor, they will not listen? No. I know both the places they don't listen. So relax. Don't make an issue out of anything in life. But small little things are enough to disturb our peace. Is any one of us miserable because we could not become the President of America? No. Our misery is, Subha chai nahi mili. Are gadhe. Useless. Our difficulties are also disgusting. It should be standard difficulty. Like Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to cry that today also gone, I could not have the vision of mother. See, therefore friends, how we interact with the world, according to that, the world is created. Now, this habit of interaction, we have to cultivate right from childhood. We have to train ourselves. And the first step is stop reacting in life. Only act. On the stage, the actors act. They don't react. You will see there are many actors and their lives you might have known that as actors they were very successful in life. As actors. But in their personal life, they were a disgust. Many of them have committed suicide. Many of them have destroyed their life only because they were reacting. Act only in life. See? And who is an actor? He who does his job perfectly well. So whatever job we have to do it perfectly well. But at the same time, don't get entangled in anything or anybody. See? With this attitude, when we start leading our day-to-day life, you will see our mind will remain quieter and quieter. See? And then, be attentive, then we will develop a faculty by which from every experience we get a message. Every experience. There are many students who come and ask us, Swamiji, you give so many examples. Can you tell us the book which you are referring? Because we also want to give you examples and we don't have. And you are full with so many examples. Please tell us the book. We want to study that. So in our lecture, we also can quote those examples. I said, one is you as an example. And these examples come when you have learned from every experience. One example I tell you how we can learn from simple experiences. Very simple. This process of learning, be attentive. This process of learning will not allow you to become old. By makeup, we cover our old age. You know what is makeup? It is a cover-up of the breakup. That will not help. Let the real child in us be alive. And who is a child? A child is the one who is constantly busy in learning. Learn. So when this process of learning is initiated, now example I wanted to tell you. This happened in one place where I was staying. Look at me, I am better than her. See? So I feel jealous when you look here and there. Okay. So I was staying somewhere and my sadhana is when I am all alone. I wash my clothes, I dry them, I iron them, I pile them, like that. But when I am outside, I do whatever I am told. So I had done that and I was ironing the clothes. That very time, one person came. He said, Swamiji, what are you doing? I have got some question. I said, keep the question with you. First of all, do some job. That dining table is not clean. Take a cloth and collect all the dirt and show me what you have cleaned. He did it. He said, now, what are you seeing? He said, lungi. I said, on the lungi, what is there? He said, there is nothing. I said, are you blind? There are wrinkles. Of course, wrinkles are. Then they are there. Yes, they are there. Now, there was some leftover on the dining table. Yes. You collected it? Yes. Show me. This is the one. Then I said, now these wrinkles I am removing by moving the iron. When I moved the iron, all wrinkles have gone. Then I did like this on that plate. I said, hey, why wrinkles are not coming? He said, Swamiji, what are you doing? I said, try to learn. Where the wrinkles have gone? Because of the wrinkles, the cloth was looking ugly. Now, because of the wrinkles, the cloth was looking ugly. Now, when you move the iron, where the wrinkles have gone? They have gone nowhere because they were nowhere. Then what were they? They were only appearance. They appeared but did not exist. And although it was merely an appearance, it was making the cloth ugly. Meaning, it was hiding the beauty of the cloth, is it not? Exactly the same way. Desires are the wrinkles on our mind. When a desire is fulfilled, what happens? Fulfillment of the desire is removal of the desire. Removal of the desire is like what? Like removal of the wrinkles. The moment that desire is fulfilled, immediately wrinkle of desire is gone and you are back to your original status, happiness, bliss. But then the second wrinkle comes. See? Only tea, no pakoras. Second wrinkle has come. And then again the second iron you move on that, you get pakoda. Is it over? मिर्ची का नहीं है क्या? See friends, watch this condition of your mind. Our whole life is like we want to quieten all the waves on the ocean. And we fail. So what has to be done? Do not give undue importance to these small little things in life. Accept the world as it is. Then slowly, the world will stop reacting on our mind and we will stop reacting with the world. Our condition is very peculiar. In the summer, it is hot. So we complain, oh God, it is too hot. God says, okay, I'll get you rains. Then the rains come. Oh God, it's too much raining, yeah. God said, okay, I'll get you winter. It's too cold. Bhagwan says, give anything to this fool, he only complains. Therefore, he doesn't listen to us. One person asked me this question, what is the secret of your happiness? I said, one Maha mantra. The mantra is, when you are in Rome, be like Romans. When you are in America, wash dishes. You will never be miserable in life. But staying in America, if you don't want to wash dishes, you are guaranteeing the misery in your life. Here, whenever my prarabdha surfaces, I come to America and start washing dishes. There is not a single house where I have visited and not washed dishes. Everywhere. And they call it dignity of labor. Kahe ki dignity? There is no way out. See, friends, stop complaining, accept the world as it is, so that we stop reacting with the world. See? And as a result, mind starts remaining quiet. And when the mind is quiet, you are able to see what others miss. See? Like how my process of learning is. You are all NRI, your children are my guru. I have learned from them. I told you in the process of learning, don't stop it. Many times people ask all useless questions. Questions have no meaning. But because Babaji is there, so out of formality they ask us some question. One person asked this question, Swamiji, why Bhagwan Ram hiding behind the tree killed Wali? I said, look here, Rama has no problem, Wali has no problem, why you are worried? कोई जरूरी है? Is it necessary to know everything in life? Not necessary. So he said, no, actually, I heard from one Mahatma, so he wanted to tell me actually, that Wali had a boon, that when he goes in front of any enemy or anybody, 50% of his energy and power is transferred to him through Bluetooth. Immediately it is transferred. And as a result, the person opposite him, he will be less powerful because 50% power gone plus Wali's own power, he will be more powerful. And this nobody knew, Bhagwan Rama knew. Therefore, he was hiding behind the tree and then he shot him dead. So, I said, thank you very much. You have solved one of my biggest problems. He said, what is your problem? I said, now I know why all husbands are so miserable. Because when Ghar Wali is in front of them, 50% power transferred to Ghar Wali. And they become very weak. This is Ramayana. Friends, lead life lightly. Don't take it too seriously. And when you are constantly thus learning from every experience, in other place they ask me this question, here only. Swamiji, tell me, one elderly gentleman imported from India and he was teaching Gita, so he probably wanted to examine me. And he asked me, Swamiji, how many verses are attributed to Sanjay, Dhritarashtra, Arjuna and Krishna? So I invoke my Guru, your children. You know their mantra? This is how I have learned, I tell you. The mantra is, you ask any child here, 10th, 12th standard, Hey, what do you want to become in your life? What profession you want to take? I don't know. This is such a tremendous Maha mantra. So I did the same thing. I don't know. Be attentive. You are not obliged to answer every question in this world. Don't struggle and waste your time. I don't know. You are not obliged. Even in your exams, I don't know what you study. They give answer any one question out of 100. So even for getting your degree, you require answer only 1 out of 100. Why in this world answer every question? No, I don't know. Over. See, when you are on a spiritual path, do not be academic. Many people, when they come on this path, they become academic. Spirituality is not academic studies. See? And when we become academic, we get lost in these all non-essentials. There are few verses, a few editions I have seen, they have shown me. In one book they have shown the verses interpolated in Bhagavad Gita. So according to Bhagwan Shankaracharya and Gita Press version, Gita has 700 verses. So according to them, 700 verses are wrong. The following verses are unwanted interpolations and meaningless. They will be writing a thesis on that and they will be getting a degree and they will become professor of philosophy. Because academics. Spiritual life is not academic. See? When you look at an object, you look at an object. But when you look at the mirror, you don't look at the mirror. You look in the mirror. And in the mirror, we don't look at the reflection. We look at ourselves. So when we take the Chandan or the .com, when we take it and we don't put it there. But there also I have seen, in many houses you go, in their bathrooms, that bathroom is having on the mirror, practically everywhere. And then there are different types of sizes. So one day, because of this habit of learning, I asked one Amma, I said, Amma, see, you have got this size, some people have got different sizes of this, .com. What is the criteria? So, Swamiji, you don't know? I said, no, that's why I'm asking you. I don't have one to put on .com. How do I know? So, they say, Swamiji, the size of the .com is directly proportionate to the love for the husband. So, bigger the .com, more the love. Smaller the .com, lesser the love. Little .com, little love. No .com, no love. Learn. Life becomes so beautiful, is it not? So, when you thus start leading your life very casual, light, from everything you learn, and then we become subjective. When Bhagwan says that Dukkeshu anudvignamanaha, sukeshu vigataspruhaha, vitaraga bhayakrodaha, stitadhir muni uchyate. He who is undisturbed by the miseries and unattached to the comforts, he is leading a dignified life in this world. We read it. But is it having any impact on us? See, Dukkeshu anudvignamanaha. Who doesn't have miseries in life? Everybody has. Even the electric post has a misery, you know that. In the morning, there are Maha Mayas. They take their doggy. We should not call them kutta. You will see they never call their doggy as a kutta. Because that word is reserved for human beings. So they take their doggy. And in the morning, instead of God leading them, the dog leads them. And the dog will not go anywhere. He is searching for his own pillar. His own electric post. And when his electric post comes, then only he will be doing first of all namaskar, then do the Atma Pradakshina, and thereafter Om Purnamadaha Purnamadaha. That time, that electric post also says, Aa gaya. See, friends, miseries we can attribute to something or the somebody, but we are all miserable by our choice. Refuse to be miserable in life. Don't struggle to become happy. Just try this. Refuse to be miserable. And it is a choice given to us. Like when we come to this country, they give you a very big form and you have to fill in that form, and answer is only yes, no. Are you associated with any terrorist organization? Yes, no. Are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Yes, no. Are you? So many things are told. You rightly click. In the same manner, when we were entering this world, Bhagwan said, Anityam sukham lokam imam prapya. You are entering this temporary world full of miseries. Do you want to become miserable? And we are given option yes and no. Those who are ticked yes, Bhagwan will say tathastu. You decide whether you want to be happy or to be miserable. Every one person in this world is miserable by choice. Those of you who have come here on your own, they are not miserable. Those who are tied down with a lead, chalo na. Okay. And when they have come here, constantly looking to the watch. ये बंद करने का नाम ही नहीं ले रहा, गर्म होते जा रहा है. Learn to enjoy every moment of your life. See, choice is given to us. Yes, my lecture may be a misery, but you are miserable because you are chosen. Choose correctly and be happy. This is the only way to lead life. All other things are okay in their own place. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.